Hello everyone, my name is Laura Milligan and this is my weekly Facebook Live. I normally go live on Facebook at 1 p.m. every Monday afternoon, give or take a few minutes. And so I want to thank you for joining me today. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new today, give me a shout out, let me know where you're from. It's always fun to see where people are watching from, and I'm glad you're here. And I have some fun projects planned today with a Halloween theme. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera view down and show you some really cute projects. Okay, so the first thing I do whenever I do my Facebook Lives is to give away the cards that I had created the prior week. And normally it's like 2 or 3 cards. This week I have 6 cards because my projects last week focused on envelope ideas. And so I thought I might as well just share all of these. So I have 6 people that will be getting a card today. And in order to be entered into the drawing for this, all you need to do is leave a comment or share this Facebook Live. So if you are there, give me a shout out. I know there's always a little bit of a delay. I'm going to give you a minute so that people can find me. Like I said, if you're there, give me a shout out. I appreciate you joining me. It is a gorgeous day here. The sun is shining. It's beautiful temperature. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give these cards away. These are the ones I created last week, and these feature, I actually didn't make any of these cards last week. I just focused on things you can do with the envelope. So this was one that I used some designer paper and created a frame. I used 2 of the stitched rectangle dies and created this frame, and that coordinates with this. And so this one is going to, oh gosh, on my name, hold on a second, because I have names on these. I think I misplaced this one. Well, maybe I'll come across it. So that's the first one. It's probably buried in all these other ones. This one was an envelope with just, hey, darling. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for tuning in. This one I just showcased our clear envelopes. And so that one is going to Judy Milligan. This one is a beautiful card. And, you know, it was fun when I did this to see who liked which one, which envelopes were their favorite. This one is going to my friend Kathy Poperod, and this is the one where I just put the envelope through the embossing folder and created this beautiful embossed envelope. So Kathy, that's going to come to you. This one, it's funny because one of my friends contacted me. This was their favorite card. The favorite envelope, and I just stamped the sparrow, which, as you know, I love this sparrow. Hi, Becky. Hi, Helen. Thanks for tuning in today. And I just created a rectangle and then did like some dots and dashes around that rectangle shape. This is going to Sarah Poole, and there's another view of the card with that beautiful sparrow. And then this one, I love this set. It's called... I always want to call it Finding Joy, but I think it's called A Joyful Life. I love these 2 little critters here. They just make me happy. And so I had used the Basic Borders die to create the hill for this card. And then I just duplicated that with the flap of the envelope. And that one is going to Sharon Wright. Now, Sharon, I do not have your address, so hopefully you will see this and will... message me your address so that I can get this card to you. And then this one is going to my friend Juanita. This one is where I just pulled colors from this card and stamped a frame around the envelope. That was kind of fun. That was kind of pretty. This was sort of the jump start of all of these other ones that I created. And this card, I know I pulled a name for this, and I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to just pull one. I'll surprise someone and they will get a card in the mail from me today. But let me show you what I'm going to do. Normally, you know, all the time when I send you these cards, I don't sign it. I don't put anything in the middle so that you can use those. So what I'm going to do for these, because the envelope is sort of the showcase of these, I'm going to slip this whole thing, each one of these, in a clear envelope. and take a mailing label and put the person's address on there, so that when they send this card on to a friend, they have the beautiful envelope to use as well. So that's how those are going to come to our winners today. And I have all these Post-it notes here, but I can't find the one for this black and white card. So I will figure out who's going to get that one. Okay. So we're always going to, are you having technical difficulties today? Are you, Colleen? I see that. I know we had a problem with that one time. I know there is always a delay when you type in comments, but hopefully things are going okay. All right. I'm going to switch gears today and show you some Halloween projects. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a little candy treat, because when I think of Halloween, of course, I think of candy. Well, let's face it, I always think of candy because I have a bad sweet tooth. But Halloween is an excuse to buy candy, right? So I wanted to point out the pretty pillow box dies to you. And there's all kinds of fun little parts and pieces. There's a cute tag here and a label, a couple different shapes. So I wanted to just show you kind of the basic thing today, and you can run this through your die cutting machine. And I had my friend Sandra make a lot of these for me. She's probably dreaming of these in her sleep, I don't know. But I ran this one through, and this is on our new black glimmer paper, and it is a much lighter weight than the glimmer paper we have had in the past. And what I love about this die is it cuts really well, pops this right out, and it scores along the edges here. And then you just, after you die cut it, you just kind of go through with your fingers and push this part in for the little pillow box. So it's going to end up looking like that. And let me show you really quick. And this glitter paper is a little bit tricky. It's hard to get adhesives to stick to this. And what I have found just from experimenting a little bit is the best thing that I have found to hold this glitter paper in place. Let me just get my glue flowing here, is my Tombow glue, my new favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of adhesive on this, and you have to hold it for a minute, a couple minutes, well, yeah, about a minute. I'm going to hold that. Okay, so it looks like people are not having technical difficulties. That's good. So I would just hold this, and then I would do the same thing over here. And then all you do is tuck this down, and this is how you would open it. I like to adhere the sides closed. I just feel like it holds it better. And then you can wrap it, and all they have to do is open it from the top to get their candy out. So I have one, let me just show you this one. So this is one that I did. I've already got it all decorated and ready to go. I'm going to talk about these dies in a second here. But this is from that Cute Halloween paper. Cute Halloween 6x6 Designer Series paper. And I'm just going to put a couple little pieces of these little Hershey mini candies in there. So that gives you an idea of the size. And then I'm just going to tuck this here, and we'll just wrap this around, and it says, "Which way to the candy?" So let me just tie this. So then I'll just secure this with my black and white checked ribbon. Okay, so there you have that. And how cute. I would just trim up, let me grab my scissors here. I'll just trim up the ends of that a little bit. There we go. And for the embellishments, I used some of the Cute Star adhesive back sequins. Super cute. And let me show you. Here's another one. I'm just going to bring a couple of these in. I love her. I'm in love with that witch. I think she's so cute. This is one that I did using the Crazy Cat. Oh, wait, I always call it the wrong thing. Clever Cats stamp set, and this is the one with the glimmer paper. Super, super cute, but I'm kind of focusing on this today. This is the Frightfully Cute. The cobweb and the words are from the Frightfully Cute stamp set, which I will show you in a minute, but I just wanted to show you how cute these are, and just wouldn't they just make a day, somebody's day, if you gave them one of these with some candy in it. So, okay. Now, I want to show you, well, and first of all, I should mention, I have an ordering special again this week. It's different. Last week, thank you to those of you who ordered from me using this host code. You got a pack of basic white envelopes, since I was featuring envelopes last week. This week, if you place a $50 order starting now through Thursday, because Thursday is the end of September, it's also the end of Celebration. So you want to put your order in, $50 order in by Thursday. You get to pick a free celebration reward, and I will thank you by mailing you a package of the Cute Star adhesive back sequins. So that is my ordering special for this week. And I will put information up to a reminder about that as well. So I'm going to show you, this is something that I made. This was for one of the events that I held. This was one of the projects we made in my Christmas in July event. And I love these little framed samplers, framed art, I guess you could call it, mini art. And I love this size because you can put it on a desk, you can put it on a windowsill, a lot of different things you can do with this. This one, like I said, is from my Christmas in July class that I did. I had a great response from that class, and you can get the PDF for this and all the other projects that we made at that event by going to my blog, and across the top is a little box that says tutorials for purchase. I have all of my online classes there, as well as some of the tutorials from events that I've held. So you can get this, and gosh, I think we made like 9 or 10 different projects and cards and all kinds of different things. So you can find that by going to my blog right here, lauramilligan.com. But I thought it would be fun, because I love these little frames. I thought it would be fun to make one for Halloween. So that is what I am going to do for you now. So I have my parts and pieces. Let me just pull them out here. Okay. So I am starting with, this is what I have here. Whoops. All right. So this is, I'm kind of combining two different bundles to make this frame, but I am using this, there's that cute little ghost again. Look how cute these are. I'm going to use her, I'm going to punch her out, because for this, we have a punch. You can do the ghost, and also on this designer paper, there's a cat and pumpkins. In fact, I have it right here. This is the cute Halloween paper. Let me just, there's some bats, there's all kinds of like patterns, as well as, I may have used most of the pattern. There's a skeleton, there's some cute pumpkins. I'm not finding them. I have a feeling I've probably used those already. You can see the pumpkin, whoops. Here's the pumpkin here. That's punched right out of the designer paper, which is, I always love when we can do that. So this little ghost, I'm going to take this Halloween punch and turn that upside down. I need to trim a little of this off to position her in there. And there is, with this stamp set, there is also a stamp. So I'll punch her out. So there we have her. And let me just show you, this is the cutest Halloween stamp set, and this is the coordinating punch. And so you can see with this, there are the pumpkins, you can stamp the ghost, there's her little face, there's faces, there's skeletons, some really fun words. But I wanted to use that ghost because I just thought she was so cute. Okay, the other thing I did then with these dies is I have taken the spider web, and I cut that out with my black glimmer paper. Look how cool that is. It's real shimmery with the glimmer paper. And then I cut this hat out. And the hat, I also cut out in the black glimmer paper. And so let me show you. I've already done that. Let me set this aside a minute here. So I've already cut that out and attached that to this little cute ghost hat. And then I embellished it with one of the adhesive back star sequins. So that's ready to go. This actually goes together pretty quickly. And then I'm going to do some stamping. And I am using You're So Sweet, It's Scary. I don't know if I showed you this. I should show you. This is the Frightfully Cute stamp set. It is available now. It has a cute spider. There's the moon, which I love. The witch, and the witch is really cute because you can stamp which way to the candy and then have her there, super cute. And that brings my mind to remind you to go to my blog today, lauramilligan.com, because I have another card featuring these products, and there's a tutorial there so you can print that up, and that just gives you another idea with that. So I'm just going to take my word stamp and my tuxedo black ink. The name of the die with the spider web in it is Frightful Tags. These have been on back order, but they are back in our warehouse today. So you can get this, and of course, it's always smart if you're doing if you're getting the dies or the stamp set, you might as well get them together because you save. Stampin' Up gives us a 10% discount when you order these as a bundle. So that's always the smart thing to do. All right, so I am going to stamp. I'm just using basic black, tuxedo black ink. And I'll just stamp this on here. You're So Sweet, It's Scary. I love that. All right, and that's all the stamping I'm going to do on this. So I am then going to take, this is the Label Me Fancy punch. And I'm just going to go ahead and punch this. Line that up like that. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to do this again because I just remembered, well, let me see, it might work. Okay, I think we're okay. I meant to stamp it a little more to the left so that I had room to put my ghost on that edge, but I think it's going to be just fine. It will fit just fine. So now what I want to do is attach all of these. So I'm going to put this here, like about like that, and then yeah, that'll be just fine. Put there like that. So I'm just going to attach all of these, and I'm going to take my glue again because it just seems like, once again, with this glitter paper, that seems to work well. This is my little template, or not my template, my background. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this here. About right there like that. I'll just give it a second to hold. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to cheat a little bit and put a dimensional back here as well. That glue, it's just going to take a little while to hold, so I'm going to just do it like that. Okay. And I'm going to put a couple of these on here, and I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so we have that, and then for my little ghost, I'm just going to put her just right there like that. Isn't she so cute? Okay. And I'm just going to put a dimensional on her left. Oops, I don't want it showing though, do I? I'll just trim it off like that. Okay, and I'm going to just set her there like that. You're So Sweet, It's Scary. Okay, then what I'm going to do is just put this in my frame. And then this part, I want this to be really popped up. So what I did was I stacked 3 or 4 dimensionals right in the center here, because I really wanted this to pop out. So I just did one on top of the other, and I'm going to put one here as well. Those aren't really going to hold anything in place, but they'll help secure the entire thing. So that's going to go on there like that. And let me just show you So when I did this, here's the finished one. So what I did was I started by putting this paper inside the frame. And then I thought it would be really cute because her hat sticks up a bit above the inside part of the frame. But I liked that she was just kind of floating there and the cobweb is sort of floating. And that's why I stacked all these dimensionals behind so that she's kind of like floating and her hat is sticking out. And I just thought that was super cute. And then to finish, I just added a large and a small black sequin star. And of course, you know that I already put one on her hat to dress it up too. So there is my little frame piece of art. And I think this would be a really fun little gift to give to someone, or even just make it for yourself. So just a fun little frame piece of art. A little alternative to Halloween besides candy. So there is that. And then I do have one other project that I want to show you that does feature some candy. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here now. But see how that just really pops up? What do I have on the back? There we go. It just really pops up and it's almost like the cobweb is floating. This would be cute on a card as well. All right, so there's that. And then I'm going to flip this over because I think I got some glue on this. I'll just flip this over this way. Okay. So what do you all think about the little frames? Do you like those little frame things? I think they make a really cute gift and I really like them. So, all right, next I'm going to show you a cute little box because you have to have candy at Halloween. So I found these. They are like a caramel milk chocolate yumminess. And so I thought I would make a box for you today. So I'm going to show you that. And I will say this idea was another one that I used for my Christmas in July. Of course, it had a Christmas theme. We used the Tidings and Trimmings bundle. And I just thought I would repurpose the idea for Halloween. Okay, so I am going to start with a base of early espresso. And it's cut 3/4 by 11. And so I'm going to start by scoring on the long side. I'm going to turn this way. So I want to score on the long side. And you know, with our paper trimmer, we have the light gray blade, which is the scoring blade. And then the darker gray blade is the cutting blade. So I'm going to get that out of the way because I'm just going to be scoring. Let me see if I can position this so you can see a little bit what I'm doing. And I'm going to score the long way at 3/4. So I'll just line that up. And then 2.5. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to score it on the short side at 5 1/8. It's going to be right there. And 5 7/8. Just right there. Okay, so there is my box, the base of the box that I want to create. Set that aside. And what I like to do is just take my bone folder and before I do anything else, just score all those lines. You want to get a nice crisp fold when you do this. And then I'm going to burnish this as well. Okay. All right. Then what I want to do is just take this part. I still have a piece of dimensional stuck on there. Take that off of there. I'm just going to trim these short lines here right up to that score line. Okay. So then I'm going to fold these all up and I'm going to put a little glue here on these little tabs. And they're going to hold this part together. And I'm just going to give them a second to hold. Let that glue stick. Okay. And then this is going to fold back like this, and this will be the box. And so this panel here will be the front of my box. So I like to have these cut edges towards the back. It really doesn't matter, either would work, but I feel like this side seems more like the finished part. So now I'm going to add some glue. I'm just going to go right along here. Yeah, Barb said Barb's daughter is a teacher. One of her daughters is a teacher, and she says she's getting some good ideas for treats for them, and that would be perfect for any kind of a class Halloween party or even your coworkers. So I'm just going to hold this down a minute, both of these sides. This glue, it holds pretty quickly. Oh, it just slipped. Let me fix it again. It holds pretty quickly, but you just need to give it a little time to adhere to itself, I guess. So I'm just going to wait 1 second. Just bear with me here. Hi, Suzanne. Thanks for joining. Sarah says, I love the framed ghost. Yeah, that ghost is cute. And it's just a fun little project. Okay, so here's my box. Now we're going to do the fun part of decorating. So I have some parts and pieces here. I'm going to do a little stamping first. And I am going to start with cinnamon cider ink. And I am going to stamp, it says less trickin', more treatin'. So I'm going to just stamp this over here in this corner. Less trickin', more treatin'. And then that's all the stamping I need with that color. I'll put that away. And then I'm going to stamp, let me show you this again, the moon. I'm going to stamp the moon, and I'm doing that in Mango Melody ink, also on this piece of Very Vanilla cardstock. Put my words away. So we'll go ahead, I think I'll stamp this up here. Okay, and it's fun, like it looks like the moon, doesn't it? With the little, what do they say, green cheese? Isn't the moon made of green cheese? I don't know. All right. So then I'm going to pull in the dies for this again to show you. So this is the circle to cut the moon with, which is really nice. It makes it super easy. And then I also went ahead and cut a little spooky tree. There's the die for that right there. And then I cut the cutest thing, one of the cutest things from the set is this sweet little owl. Now there is not an owl stamp in this set, but look how cute she is. Let me hold it up so you can see how cute she is. She has like there's a little thing on the die that makes her have little feathers. Just super, super cute. So I'm going to use that owl. And here's my moon. I've already gone ahead and die cut it. I like to do that ahead of time just to save a little time when I'm doing these Facebook Lives. So now what I'm going to do is just cut these words apart. Cut less trickin', more treatin'. Cut close to those. And let me just clean these up a little bit. I'm just cutting close to the words. It's kind of fun to, when you're stamping, just for something fun, is to take a square stamp like that and cut your words apart. Okay, kind of gives them more versatility. Get these little scraps out of the way. All right, now we're ready to put this together. So I'm going to start with, this is a piece of Cajun Craze designer paper. It's from one of our color paper stacks. And I'm going to put that right here on the front of my box. And again, I'm going to point out the cut edge is at the back of my box. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little, and you know what? I don't know, we could do this side or we could do this side. Either one of these, I like both of them, but I guess I'll put this one at the top. cover up these dots. I'm just going to add my glue and position this in place. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to add my tree. Now when I do my tree, I am not going to put, I'm not going to glue down the branches of the tree. I'm only going to glue down the trunk because I want the tree to have some dimension. I don't want it to just be flat. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little adhesive just on the tree trunk. And put that about right there. And give that a second to hold. And right behind the tree, I'll put my moon. And this is flat, I'm not popping it up. I'm putting that right behind my tree. Just like that. Okay, we'll give that a second to hold. It's kind of fun, you know, I'm always looking for different candies and things, and I think it's sort of fun to get like some stick candies like I just showed you and come home and try to figure out what I can do with them. So for the little owl, I am going to put a mini dimensional on her and put her in place. And she's just she's going to be resting right on the tree like that, sitting in front of the moon. And then I'm going to add my words, less trickin', more treatin'. So we'll go ahead and add those. And you know what? I think I'm going to pop these up. Take my dimensionals and just put those behind the words here. Less trickin', more treatin'. Like that. Whoops. Like that. Look how cute that is. Then I'm going to take a piece of the gingham bumblebee ribbon, and I'll just put that, just going to wrap that around my box. And you could either do a knot or a bow. I love how all these cards go together. These colors, I mean, all these colors go together. Okay, I'm going to do a small bow because I have enough ribbon here, I think. Yeah, we'll just do a small little bow there. You could do a knot. When I did my sample, it was just a knot, but just switch it up a little bit. And I'm going to trim these ends like that. Isn't that so cute? Okay, and so then I'm going to take these yummy little treats and put them right in my box, like that. And then to finish this, what I thought about the eyes of the owl and how they sort of are glowing. They're right in front of the moon, so her eyes are glowing in the moonlight. And so I took 2 of the in-colored jewels. This is pale papaya, but I'm going to just take the 2 of the small ones, and I'm going to just tuck those right in here where her eyes are so that her eyes are kind of sparkly and pretty and fun. And just tuck those right in there like that. See if I can get that in there. Whoops. This does not want to stick down there. Hold on, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to give up. Bear with me. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, still not. Hold on. You know what? I got stuck on the side of the... Let me pull her up. There we go. All right. There we go. So there's the box, and I don't know if you can see her eyes sparkling, but isn't that fun? So look how cute. And we'll slide this back down. So there you have a really fun and delicious, cute little Halloween treat box. Less trickin', more treatin'. And I'm going to remind you about my ordering special that I'm offering this week. Let me bring in my little frame so you can see that as well. These are the 2 projects I made today. Leave a comment. If you happen to be one that wins, I will send you this. And I will send you this. I don't have a frame to send you, but I will send you everything that would go in the frame if you are the winner. So my ordering special that starts today and goes through Thursday, September 30th, is if you place a $50 order, you must use this host code. Go to my store. If you go to lauramilligan.com, you will see something that says shop now. Click on that. It'll take you right to my online store. And when prompted, please use this host code. And if you use that, I'll know that you are expecting a little thank you from me. And not only will you get a free celebration reward, but you will also get a pack of these cute stars adhesive back sequins from me as a thank you for your order. So you have to do that starting today through this Thursday. Celebration does end Thursday, so if there's some things you've been wanting, it's a good time to stock up and get something free while you order. All right, so let me just get some of these things out of the way. So what did you think? Do you like the box? I thought that was pretty cute. I love the little owl. And let me switch my phone up again. All right, so thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed these fun Halloween projects. It's not that far off, and you want to get an order in soon if you want some of the Halloween things. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I will not be going live next Monday. I am unavailable that day, so my plan is to go live later in that week, probably on Thursday. Just depends on what happens here in my studio, but I will definitely go live at some point next week, and I look forward to seeing you then. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you have time to be creative today. Thanks, and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.